Hey there, you beautiful bastards. Welcome to Comic Book Curation. I'm Polly, and joining me, as always, is Quiz. Quiz, how are you doing with all the dramas on the internet?
I love your
That's
faces.
fucking beautiful, you bastard. And rounding out our triumvirate of awesome, in a really wrecked style, is Jack from Bad Comic Reviews. Jack, how are you doing this week?
I'm doing fine, but let's continue the conversation down in the comment section below.
Fuck you, Phil. You fucking prick. See, I've decided. I'll tell you something. Hey, Chad, how's it going? I hope everyone's well. I'll tell you guys something. I've been so I was watching your boy Zach, right? Richard C. Meyer from Comics Matter with your boy Zach. If you don't know that channel, check it out. It's awesome. He goes into this thing like, here's how you be successful as a YouTuber, and one of his things is don't start beefs with other channels. And I think he's kind of low-key talking about Ethan Van Sciver. He's talking about some of the Comicsgate beefs that are going on. That's my guess, because he's not saying. And he lists off a number of things you can do to have a successful YouTube channel. And always in there is don't start beefs with other content creators. I think it's different, and not clout chasing to say, fuck you, SHILL DeFaco. I think that's different.
Well, I think a major difference between that is we're not trying to gain attention by doing so. We're just airing our own personal problems with it. I don't cast any sort of dispersion about the fact that we say fuck Philip DeFranco and that Philip DeFranco will ever fucking hear this. Well, wait, no, what am I talking about? Everyone watches Comic Book Curation. Fuck you, Philip DeFranco.
Well, on top of that, if he's like, hey, you guys are assholes, we'll be like, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
What,
and
right. I'm not disagreeing.
I'm watching some Deadwing Dork. You guys watch Deadwing Dork?
Never heard of him.
No.
oh wait, I think I do. I think I might have subscribed to him. He's like commentary, right? And he's got the Banjo Kazooie bear with the prosthetic hand. Is that who I'm thinking of?
What the fuck is a Banjo Kazooie? Maybe. I mean, so the answer is maybe. Yeah, he's got a bear as his avatar. I don't know if it's a Banjo Kazooie.
Yeah.
Banjo Kazooie, as in like the video game character.
Yeah, and he's got the prosthetic hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Deadwing Dork. Yeah, absolutely it is.
Thank you, Lion Patriot. I'll fix chat. I don't know why it fucking breaks like that. All right. Anyway.
But yeah, no, I really like his content. He's funny. He finds strange fucking clips, and yeah, no, I like Deadwing Dork.
He did a video that I was watching just last night, and it made me laugh. Where it's like, you know, let's be as I'm gonna sell my channel out to go huge on the internets, and so it's like, let's talk about Onision, feminism, SJWs. When he was the kind of stuff that happens on shitposting channels, where it's like when he's talking about one thing, a image will come up that's representative of that, whether it be reaction faces or whatever. But when he said, I'm going to be that kind of guy that'll just talk about whatever's popular and trending just so people will watch my channel, and it's a cut of Philip DeFranco waving his fucking arms in front of the screen, and I'm like, yeah, nobody personifies that more than Phil, man. That's fucking perfect. That's where I got the title tonight. Like, it actually is related to what we're talking about, but the whole wow, why people are freaking out about, like, just fuck off, man. Why don't you just there's trending topics, and then there's Phil, you know?
Yeah. Yep. I was gonna say I was mentioning before that there's not enough wrecked epic fails and cramming images with Polly looking all confused in the center for the thumbnail.
Yeah,
so.
and there needs to be an arrow.
Yeah.
Everybody's got an arrow pointing at some random thing that has nothing to do with anything.
Right. And circles around stuff, which actually happens in one of our articles, low-key, today. Cynical Lindsay says, look up Deadwing Dork's video where he's making the party cheese salad. That's the first one that I saw.
Oh yeah.
Far's the one that introduced. Like, it was months ago. She said, "Here, watch this. This is the most disgusting recipe ever." And I didn't know who the content creator was, but he was funny as hell, and he made that salad himself based on. And he's got the bear has one prosthetic arm because he IRL only has one arm, so it yeah, he's funny as hell. Holy shit! And like when you go through his channel, the fucking guests that he has are wide ranging, man. Frederick Noonson and holy shit, I'm trying to think of all the fucking people that have been on there now, and it's like he's this total undercover channel that not a lot of people watch except for shitposters. It's kind of awesome.
Yeah, I love his stuff. I haven't watched a video of his in a while, but yeah, the videos that I've watched, I've fucking enjoyed the shit out of.
So where should we start, gentlemen? We have lots of stuff and things to talk about. Comics, comics are going on. Hold on, I have.
Well, you got the one article pulled up right there for CBR, so let's look at that one.
Well, that one leads into two others because they're all related. I don't know if I want to. I mean, we could.
Rip the Band-Aid off right quick, man.
Well, okay, here. I'm going to complain about something.
What?
I know. Hold on.
Us complain?
Stop
What?
sharing for a second. I already told you guys about this, so you don't need to see it live. And you know how, what's it called? CB reader, whatever?
CBR reader?
So, yeah, CB. Well, the R, there's not two R's, so it's just CB reader.
Oh, C display.
C display. There we go.
Yeah.
Well, you know how, fuck, so professional over here. Okay, look, chat. I love Spider-Man Noir, okay? And I bought this comic today, okay? And I've owned it for hours, and I haven't read it yet. Specifically because I'm fucking worried. Because I loved this the Marvel Noir. You guys have listened before. I've talked about it. And this is the new Spider-Man Noir that's being started. It's claimed to be an ongoing series. But,
That means miniseries at Marvel.
Right?
Yeah, that means nothing.
They claim everything's an ongoing series, except it just, if it doesn't sell well, they stop it at issue 5 and say it was only meant to be a 5-issue limited series, the Lion Bastards. That's what's going on here. That it's claiming to be an ongoing series. I flipped through it and I'm worried. Like, especially right off the bat when you don't get Spider-Man's character design right. Like, you look at the cover, those are supposed to be aviator goggles. Why does he have Spider-Man eyes? Like regular future Spider-Man eyes. And the mask is wrong.
Too, yeah, he's got the web. It's not just a leather mask.
Yeah.
Like it was.
Like when you can't even get his character design right, or his character model. Like, this is an off-model Spider-Man Noir. What the fuck?
You know what? These hate scenarios are just right-wing talking points, and you need to calm your tits and get in line with everyone else, or Donnie Cates will say something mean about you on the internet.
No, my tits are excited, and there's a reason for it. Like
the breadline, because he's a socialist. Spider-Man.
Oh, that's right.
A socialist. Yeah.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
And like, I say that I'm excited about this, and I flash back to like months ago when I was when I was talking about it here, and you, Quiz, were like, you should really be worried, man. And I'm like, wait a minute, why? Because it's Marvel, and I'm like, oh yeah.
It's modern
Marvel.
Yeah. And it's written by Margaret Stoll, as you can see there at the top. And like, what, why? The only thing that's got me excited is that there is a variant cover done by Ron Lim, which should be cool. The art doesn't look all that bad. And it's like, oh, wait a minute, there's the aviator goggles. Jesus Christ, why did your cover artist fuck up the... Like this page looks great, but it's not nearly talky enough, and this is a blatant ripoff of
Polly, you're taking this with the wrong idea. The artist was given an assignment, Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of work to type Spider-Man Noir into Google and see what comes up. So obviously they just said, well, obviously it's black, so put him in a black costume and put a hat on him. So that they're done.
Well, okay, so this page right here that you guys see up here, the top panel, which is what, 2/3 of the page, is a blatant ripoff of the Shadow Dynamite cover.
Yeah.
And I get it. They're both guys with 245s that are in like a long black coat and a hat. And it's like, what can you do? What you can do is not blatantly rip off a character that it's... Spider-Man Noir is also very close to the Shadow. Don't fuck up. is what I would be thinking as a writer or an artist. Or, the editor, like editing.
Yeah, no, there is no such thing in modern Marvel. Come on, you know that.
It's like I want to like this so much, but it's like it's not nearly talky enough. Where's the dialogue? Goddamn, Margaret Stoll, what are you doing? Like, this is.
Well, need I bring up the blatant lifting of Warhammer models for the Venom Galaxy Hero or whatever the fuck it
Look,
was.
Quiz, we've discussed this before. Trademark, air quotes, is a colonialist construct. We are redistributing the intellectual property wealth just like our heroes in China. That's how Marvel thinks.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Who was it that said that in chat? Frosted Glass would make a good Indiana Jones cover. Yeah, I hear you. I think that's kind of what they were going for, the old style movie poster, because the Indiana Jones posters are like a callback to the old adventure serials looking promotionals, right down to the marching army at the bottom. I get it. It's a good look, especially because Indiana Jones is based in that time period, generally 30s and 40s. How can I be this pissy about something I haven't read yet? But I'm telling you, I flipped through it in my local comic store, and I'm like, where's the words? Well.
The bird is the word.
Terrible.
No,
Jack.
No.
For Christ's
The
sake.
corner now.
Ha, joke's on you. I'm always in the corner.
So, good stuff gets ruined all the time, and I think this is going to be an example of that. Maybe I'm just worried in advance over nothing, but
it's not overreacting if it's legitimate, and in this case it is.
Jack, have you heard of Altered Carbon? That reminds me of something.
Yeah, the TV show.
Yeah, the Netflix series.
Yeah.
Have you watched any of it?
No, my brother's a fan. He said it's good, but it looked a little
what?
Leftist center for me.
It did?
Yeah, like I said, I haven't watched it yet, but the previews and the people I know that watch it, they're all a bunch of fucking commies. So,
all right. Well, what it does have is because I was talking about it with Quiz, and like I had never even heard of this series because Netflix originals. I just not really into them.
Hey man, Castlevania was really good.
There was a Netflix original, Castlevania.
Yeah, the animated series.
Really
it is good.
It's really, really good.
I don't watch cartoons very often, but when I do, they're usually pretty good.
Yeah, in the very first episode, a baby gets eaten. It's on its third season now. Third season's going to be coming out. Was it March 5th? I think so. Tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Well, technically right now, because today's the 5th on Eastern time. I would like to thank Cynical Lindsay for saying nobody puts Jack in a corner.
No, Jack puts himself in the corner.
We will not be doing any grooming references here. That's
whatever.
Jesus, kind of a deep dive.
No, my brother's not a commie, but he hangs out with a lot of them.
My brother's not a commie, but when he does hang out with people, they're commies. Okay. The reason I bring up Altered Carbon is because I was told that it was very Blade Runner-esque, almost a ripoff, and or a lift, an homage, call it what you want, I don't care. Mm-hmm. And I've watched it, and it's not. And it's like, you guys should watch it because I'm curious to break it down and discuss it. It's extremely comic booky. It is based on one, after all, a graphic novel or something that I was not aware even existed before. I find a lot of the elements in it derivative, and I want to go read the source material to see if it ends up being visually derivative or if the book itself is derivative. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, did the production design artists and stuff that were working on the series derive everything from somewhere else? Like, the layout of the city's right out of Blade Runner. Well, okay, but everything cyber noir is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Blade Runner didn't invent cybernetics or cyberpunk. It just mastered the technique.
Fair enough. I mean, but you get the idea.
Yeah, it's the most well known. I mean, Runaway came out around that same time. It was a good movie in its own right, but it never gets the recognition that Blade Runner does. But Blade Runner is the pinnacle. So of course everything's going to be compared to it.
Right. Actually, Ryan Walters has got a good idea. Is that I should do a wiki how to tell if your brother is a commie. That's not a bad idea. I should get Far to do the art. She can do some like trace art, and it'll be like.
Look up McCarthy and.
Are you noticing Stalin posters in his room? Does he have a Che Guevara shirt? Does he? Yeah, things like that. It'd be great. Is he voting for Bernie Sanders?
Does he hang out at Starbucks and kick over trash cans?
Yeah. Is he threatening to burn things in Milwaukee if Bernie Sanders isn't nominated? That sort of thing. Anyway.
It's his name, Bernie Sanders.
Yeah. I heard a great joke that was a Simpsons halfway callback. It's like Bernie Sanders the other night. No, the crowd wasn't booing him. They were saying "Boo Ernie."
I remember that one.
I was like, holy shit, that was like that was a good low-key Simpsons reference. You had to reach for it, but it got there in the end.
Mm-hmm.
All right, articles. We're gonna talk about some comic book things.
Oh, yeah. Are we?
Yes. Well, the Altered Carbon was supposed to be a comic book thing. It's not my fault you guys don't watch things that are going on in the world.
Hey, man, Castlevania had a comic, and I pitched it. So,
You know what? Let's start with the thing that I don't want to start with.
Okay.
Let's just jump right into it. The story that is the theme for today's show. Instead of like holding back, let's just go with the thing that's the title.
Yep.
There we go.
Dead air.
Wolverine is now a gay. A hot gay.
Did Jean Grey friend zone him too hard and now he went gay?
I just like I picked this obviously for the excellent title of this little blog-est post by Chris Spargo. Welcome to the club. Again, welcome to the club. Comic books are
Chris.
just the best these days for us gays.
And no one buys them. What does that say about you?
North Star got married over the summer. The new Green Lantern is gay. Batwoman rather, just proposed to her girlfriend. And now, perhaps best of all, Wolverine is engaging in some man love. The latest issue of Marvel's Extreme X-Men number 10. Wait a minute.
Yeah, how old is this?
Well, this is from 2013.
Yeah.
Why is everyone talking about Wolverine being gay recently if he was gay back in 2013? Well, excuse me, a hot gay in 2013.
Because of 2013, it was misleading, and now there's a little more evidence to back it up in X-Men 7.
Well, let's see if that's the case, shall we? Wolverine might be a sexually fluid mutant in a
Fuck
throuple.
off.
Deal with it.
Fuck off.
And it's Vice, guys. Fucking Vice.
Oh, yeah, Vice. Yeah, because that's where I go for all of my comic book news.
Well, that's what any sensible person would do.
I could have picked other sources, but Vice did it, and they put deal with it after an N dash. Well, actually, they're using an M dash here. They're using the M dash incorrectly. It should be an N dash. Anyway, formatting decisions aside, a new issue of X-Men suggests that the thick clawed Marvel superhero, you see that double C thick? Because they're down with the kids. They know how the internet
He's got triple
works.
Penises coming out of his hands, Polly. What do you want?
Yes. The new issue suggests that the thick clawed Marvel superhero
Alex
is hitting
Zarangoza?
Okay. Who's Alex Zarangoza?
The author here. We need hey
I guess yeah.
Frosted Glass, we need you to look up this dude, see if you can find a headshot and Photoshop him onto how's it going, fellow kids?
I don't even know if Green Lantern ever was gay. Is that true? Is that 2013 true?
They Jon Stewart, really? I thought
Yeah.
they were retconning the first Green Lantern, the
Alan
non
Scott,
DC.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
gay too. Alan Scott is gay in the one of the alternate Earths, and Jon Stewart was gay in one of the animated series.
really?
Yeah.
Huh. I thought he was a fucking former Marine family man who turned into a
He
construction worker
was,
after.
but we got to turn everybody into the gays now.
Huh.
Like I'm pretty sure half the Marvel universe is gay at this point.
Well, if DC did that with Jon Stewart in particular, they did it very, very, very quietly, and it was not well received because
Well,
I have never heard of this.
that's why they did it on an anime series to test it out first and then see how it translated. I don't know if he is in the comics or not right now because they haven't used him enough.
Yeah, true.
And I haven't been reading Green Lantern, quite honestly. I got a pile of them sitting here that I haven't read.
Oh, you can see right on the screen there, Frosted. Alex Zaragoza.
All right, we've interrupted Polly more than enough.
Yeah, sorry, Polly. I I needed to get that one out for Frosted Glass.
So he's hitting the sheet with Cyclops, and fans are losing it. Hence the title of the stream. Why people are freaking out. He's taking a cue off Philip DeFranco there. You know what I find entertaining is that you see this cosplayer here. You think he's gay?
No.
Neither do I. Because I love that. Like, this guy is down at like a street parade or whatever the fuck he's doing at outside of a comic book convention, probably, or probably inside of a convention center. Looks of it.
Yeah, it looks like a.
And here
like
he
a
is
convention
posed, and like one of his friends calls him and goes like, "Hey, John, yeah, what's up, man? You're gay? No, then." Why is a picture of you in your Wolverine costume underneath a gay article? And he's like, what? Okay, there's drama afoot in the X-Men world, and this time it's about sex men.
Oh, fuck off.
Marvel's thick-clawed,
fuck right
perpetually
fuck
pissed off superhero who might be a gay man, or more accurately, a gay mutant, and fans are big mad. There have been some whispers and hints in the nerd network about Wolverine, aka Logan's sexual orientation for years. Marvel created a major stir that the X-Men superhero is gay or bisexual, even possibly in a polyamorous relationship with Cyclops, as insinuated in a scene from the latest issue of X-Men #7, released on February 26th. Really? Well,
that scene is in there. I'm holding the issue right here.
Yeah, well, let's.
They're talking about Scott and a Speedo, and Wolverine says, huh, well, who couldn't say no to that? Who could say no to that?
Well, let's take a look at the particular page. Here it is on screen. So there they are, Chad, at this summer house of Scott Summers'
bedroom.
Yeah, Scott walks in, couldn't sleep. Scott says, "Never do." Wolverine replies, "It's all that hair. Too hot for covers and too cool without them." He goes, "Can we just sit here like men and drink our coffee and enjoy a quiet moment for once?" Which Cyclops says, "I guess." But here's the thing what did I just say? Oh, they're just having this quippy back and forth because, 2020 Marvel, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a drink involved, so that makes it okay. You have to have a drink or food.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the culinary tradition continues. Good point. Jean and I are taking the children. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. We want you to come along, Wolverine, on a little trip. Okay. So here's the big scene that everyone's talking about where Wolverine's all the gay. All right. They're looking out at the Earth, and he says, the scenery in that place where he wants him to come on vacation is something else. Wolverine says. Cyclops responds, "It sure is. Genie in a bikini." Wolverine says, "Scott in a Speedo." Scott responds. Wolverine says, well, who could say no to that? Great. That's it.
And you got to remember that the layout is that they're the rooms for Scott and Jean and Wolverine have no doors and are all kind of like a communal thing. That's where they're getting a lot of this.
When did this happen? I thought the whole love triangle of the fact that Jean was married to Scott and yet Wolverine wanted a married woman. Was the whole like drama involved in this relationship? When did this happen? This
No,
is
see,
stupid.
Quiz, this is a simple. You got to remember that these people can't think long term. It's short term thinking because they're not very good writers. So this condenses everything down for their dummy audience because they think we're all stupid and can't handle a serialized story like Claremont used to do. They're like, that was all successful. Fuck that. So we have to decompress or deconstruct that and take it to a more simplistic narrative and get straight to the gay because these are chick tracks and they don't know if they're going to have jobs tomorrow.
Well, they shouldn't have jobs, period.
I agree.
Not, at least not in the comic book industry. Get these people out.
But there's actually worse stuff in that issue that annoyed me way more than a possible polyamory relationship. They introduce a lot of stuff in there. You want me to spoil it?
Go for it. I'm
Or
not
you
going to
guys
read
gonna
this
read this?
garbage. They've
So-
been fucking with the X-Men since the 2000s. I'm not going to read any X-Men books.
Polly, do you mind if I
already
Ter-
read it. I
go
don't
on.
care.
Okay. Warning: if you guys are X-Men fans, I'm gonna throw the
I used to
spoiler
be.
alert out. So they found a way. You remember how in House of M, when Scarlet Witch said no more mutants and wiped
Yeah.
out much of the mutant population, they found a way around that.
How?
They're doing something called Crucible. Now, apparently, the word carousel was already used in Logan's Run. So
Yeah,
what they-
ha ha! I see all of the references there.
Yeah, no, they totally are ripping off kind of the
Sure.
idea of rebirth.
I was
So
gonna
what
say, yeah,
happens is you go in and try and fight another mutant to the death, but you have no powers and you want to get your powers back. So what do you have to do? You have to get killed and resurrected through the resurrection protocols. So it's a suicide effectively. So they go in, get killed, and let the 5 X-Men in the resurrection team bring you back to life and you get your powers back.
is that how they bring Jubilee back with Jubilee powers instead of vampire powers?
That's how everybody's been brought back, apparently.
That's so fucking
They
stupid.
die and come back. So death means nothing. So there's really no risk to any of these people. So if you see anybody in peril, it means nothing. With disparate groups to try and tie them together.
White supremacists?
Islam.
Oh,
Right. Yeah, it's just it's at 0 flat. Oh, hold on. Oh, nope. Nope. Back to 0.
you know, blahs offline.
Oh, no. Plus, she's currently dreaming one way or another. It's a really cool image.
Look at the way her hand is positioned where it's on her chest.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hold on. The Cynic gets a lull for that. Oh, wait. What happened?
I don't know.
I just over on YouTube something.
I see the background. Oh, are we back?
Holy shit! I think we're back. No, wait. It's dropping. It's dropping.
Are we?
It's.
Oh, they say huzzah, back.
Oh no! It's back up again. No, it's back down
Oh.
again.
This is like watching Old Yeller.
What is
Behind
happening?
Holy fuck. And now I'm streaming at 2,500 kilobytes a second, which is way the fuck over the maximum I set in settings. Okay, sure. Let's go with that.
We are back.
Woo! Holy fuck, it's streaming. All right then. Man, the stream was extremely close to coming to an end. I was about to shut it down. What do you know? Okay. So what the fuck were we talking? Gay something, right?
I was on some tirade and I don't remember where I left off. So let's just move on. I don't even fucking know. I was bitching about the X-Men.
Yeah.
The
deserve to be bitched
ethno
about
state
that.
of the X-Men.
And people wonder why I'm constantly talking about my potato fund. Now you know. I don't even know if it's a potato, man. I'm blaming OBS for this one. I'm not taking the blame for this.
I would say it could have been the router too. I don't know.
Yeah?
Maybe it had a hiccup.
All right, you guys gotta check Twitter
So,
for
so,
the little GIF.
I love that Sinatra thinks I did something. He said, "What did you do to fix it?" Sat and stared. Yes,
We complained a
Everyone has
lot.
AIDS.
no,
AIDS, 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 AIDS,
and
AIDS.
we're down to 30 kilobytes a second again. 975, 800,
John, we're
923,
still on.
and 2200.
Where's
Oh my god!
We're just exploding.
It's the fucking yo-yo of kilobyte streaming. Did you get from me a dick?
Sinatra's asking what I did. You're acting like I know, and then immediate death.
I blame Russia
it's
too.
just, never make fun of Sinatra is the internet rule. What, 98, 99,
Yeah,
somewhere up
it's
there.
right up there with never say Medicare's name 3 times.
Okay, hold on. Don't
You got one.
do
No more.
not summon. That's Hey, Camel says at 220 sold. Yeah, I know. All right. What are we going to talk about after the big gay?
I don't know. You're in charge of the presentation there.
Oh,
so.
you know what? I think that Tom King might be having a kid.
Is
Who?
that the reason why he's going absolutely insane in his comic books? Is because he's having a kid? Does Tom King have postpartum depression?
No, his woman would have been having a kid for like a decade because Batman sucked for almost 10 years.
Well, here's the reason that I think that Tom King is having a kid. Because Tom King teases Batman and Catwoman are having a child. And Batman comics are Tom King's personal therapeutic diary. So.
Oh, no, I can explain this. In Earth 2, the original like 70s run of Earth 2, the Huntress is the daughter of Batman and Selena Kyle.
Yes.
So if they're altering the timeline for 5G and they're kicking it forward several years, they're introducing the Huntress this way. So
weird because yeah, that is a thing. The original Huntress was what was it? Helena Kyle or Helena Wayne. She took Bruce's last name, but they also have Helena Bertinelli. So they. Oh wait, we're saying F.
Yeah,
just
are we
refresh.
down again?
Well, okay, wait. It went back. Well, because it did go down to 0. Now it's back up to 1200. No, it's the that's it. I'm shutting it down. It's over. This is
no, it's running fine. It's fine.
No, it's not fine. That's what my ex-girlfriend kept telling me, and it wasn't running fine, and I dumped her ass. Okay, I won't put up with it now either. Okay, I'm the abuser, huh? Oh yeah, you want me to stay in this non-functional relationship? I won't do it.
I feel like you're yelling at me.
I walked out then, and I'm gonna walk out now. My God.
Well, Helena Bertinelli is from Earth 1. The Earth 2. Yeah. What they're since they're relaunching the universe though, with a new like time advancement, and they're restructuring the timeline. They're gonna retire Bruce Wayne so that Luke Fox can take over, and they'll have, instead of having Catwoman in there, they can have the Huntress as a love interest and interracial relationship.
Lucius Fox is older than Batman.
No,
or is that supposed to be Lucius
Luke
son?
Fox is not Lucius Fox. Lucius Fox is Luke's dad.
Okay.
Luke Fox is Batwing.
Okay.
But
guy. Here's the thing, right? In current DC canon, both Helena Wayne and Helena Bertinelli exist. They're both.
Yeah, but again, they're rebooting the universe. Whenever they do that, they change the timelines.
Well, they're just gonna make it even more confusing because fucking the Huntress is already batshit insane with, which one is it? Is it Helena Wayne or is it Helena Bertinelli? So if they do that, then they're just gonna fuck things up even more.
It's not gonna stop them. She'll probably just be like cat bat or something dumb like that. These people aren't that bright, and that they keep trying to fix things that nobody cares about.
It would be
I,
Bat Cat.
I guys.
What?
I don't know. I'm staring at the kilobytes per second monitor on OBS. It's dropping down to like 400. I'm listening to you guys talk about Bat Dad and Valerie Bertinelli. I'm lost.
Well, stop staring at the numbers. Focus on the conversation. If you focus on the numbers, they'll look back at you, and then the stream will die, and we'll have like some sort of temporal paradox to deal with. I don't know how time loops work. Just go with me on it.
I said it wasn't working, Frosted Glass. She said it was, and I should stay. No, this is like Jack and his it's a vicious cycle. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah, DC tried to get rid of the multiverse, and it caused more problems than it was worth. So then they bring it back, then they get rid of it again, and they keep doing this shit. And then they tried to compromise with 52, and it ended up being even a bigger clusterfuck. So they're going back to the original multiverse thing, and they're going to try and salvage something with diversity hires. I don't know what the hell they're doing, but it's dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to talk about dumb shit? Okay, here, look. This some dumb. Okay, Jack sent me this article, right? And it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Jennica does dumb shit no one gives a fuck about because Jenica's a stupid fucking character. She's a female turtle, if you guys don't know.
She's an icky girl.
Look at that. The screen's flashing. It's flashing for you guys. You getting vertigo yet? Jesus Christ.
I think I just swallowed my tongue.
This is the stream of fucking technical errors, man. This is a comedy of errors, if you will.
It's funny,
Nice guy, eh?
on the
there we
on
go.
the actual stream, it wasn't flashing. It was just flashing to us.
So look, before the stream collapses again, I'm going to get this story as fast as I can. We got 3 CBR exclusives, all written by the same Samantha Puck. Fuck Puck. And I'll tell you why. Okay? She writes this article, Jenica tackles real-world issues, and that's important. The real-world issues, abusive relationship, like Jack abusing me, want me to stick around when things clearly aren't working. Okay? It's...
I'm such a monster.
All right. So that's the whole thing, is an abusive relationship, right? This is the article Jack sent me. So I read through it, and I'm like, my God, they're doing women standing up for themselves, et cetera, et cetera. And this is what Samantha Puck takes away from it. And did the stream collapse? No, it's back up again. This is soul ripping. Okay. So I'm like, really? Did you really write this article? And then this is the Marvel's Black Cat keeps getting gayer. And I'm like, motherfucker, this is the week of gay. I keeps getting gayer. Did you actually write that as a title? And another CBR exclusive, by the way, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Okay. And you read through it and it's like, oh, there's indications that she's gay, all the gay, right? And I'm like, what else? Does this woman write about anything but this stuff? Well, here's the comic that I talked about last week, the Giant Size X-Men. That was Jean Grey and Emma Frost, right? And she did write an article about it. Giant Size X-Men proves women have the power. This is...
Of Grayskull?
No, the power to make decisions and run their own lives and
the power.
Well, I mean,
no, I didn't vote for that, Polly.
I read that comic. Not that there's many words in it. In fact, there were very few. Remember, it was like and she reads all kinds of female empowerment into that comic that just isn't there. But then again, she reads gayisms into Black Cat that may or may not be there. But I mean, Black Cat isn't an LGBTQ superheroine. Or she's a fucking villain, for Christ's sake. And then, in this, Turtles reads all kinds of female empowerment into that. I think that this woman isn't really a fan of comics, but is just kind of using it as a medium to promote her feminism. What do you think?
Gets butts in seats. I would stop touting that line if they stopped doing it.
And the stream is collapsing again.
No.
For God's sake.
You're looking at it again.